So hello everyone, in this session we are going to discuss about directives in Angular. So first is structural directive. So by the help of structural directive, you can add or remove DOM elements from the DOM layout. So there are actually three types of structural directive are present in Angular. So first is ngIf, then ngFor and ngSwitch directive. So ngIf is nothing but used to conditionally render the HTML elements in the DOM layout. And in the case of ngFor directive, you can render list of HTML element in the DOM layout. And in the case of ngSwitch, a set of directive that switches among alternative views is known as ngSwitch directive. So in this session, we will more focus on the ngIf directive, and we will go more in detail about ngFor and ngSwitch directive in the coming videos. So let's jump into the code to understand more in details about ngIf directive. So now I am inside of my new project, which is directives inside of the app component.html. So here I have written welcome to Angular series in a very shorter way inside of the h1 tag. So here we will write asterisk ngIf, which is the syntax of ngIf directive. Make it true first. If you save and head into the browser, so here you can see welcome to Angular series in a very shorter way is coming. So now if you make its value to false, so here you can see the text is hidden now. So not only it removes from the browser, but also it removes from the DOM. So if you go inside of the body and uproot, here you can see there is no HTML elements here as we are using ngIf directive. So here if you make it true, then you can see the HTML element is coming here. So let's go more into the deep. So if you will write style display none, which is the CSS property, and save, here you can see the HTML element is hidden, but in the DOM you can see the element is still present here. So anyone can hack your application by just removing the HTML properties. So here you can see I can able to modify, but in the case of ngIf directive, if you are making it false, the element will not present in the DOM. If you see, so here the end user is not getting any chance to modify your HTML elements. So using the ngIf directive, the security level is maintained. So there is also another concept which is else block. So how we are using that? So here in the ngIf directive value, we are writing only true or false. We can also define a property in the TypeScript file and bind that property to this ngIf directive value. So let's do it. Suppose there is one property status, which is boolean type, and its value is false. So if we bind this status property in the ngIf directive value status and save, here you can see the text is removed here because the status property value we have defined as false. So if you make it true and save, here the HTML elements should show, but here it is not showing because we have written here style display none. We have to remove this. If you save, then you can see the text is coming here. So now we will go for another concept of ngIf directive, which is else block. Suppose let's take a ng template tag, and inside of that we'll use one h2 element. Here we can write welcome home, welcome to India. So here we will take one template reference variable which name is else part. And in the ngIf directive, if the status is true, then it will render welcome to Angular series, this part. But if this status is false, then else it will run this part, else part. You just copy it and paste it here. So here the status value is true. That means if the status is true, then this block will render, right? So if you save and go into the browser, here you can see the first block is rendering. So if we make it false, then as a result this welcome India should show. So here you can see the welcome to India part is rendering. So there is also another concept in ng-if directive, that is then directive, that is then block. So let's write another ng template block. Here we will write then part. So here we will write welcome to London, and what we will do, we will delete this part. So here we want to render these two parts conditionally. So how we will do it? So here we can write status then part, then semicolon, else part. So how this will going to work? So if the status is true, then run then part, that means welcome to London will render. If the status is false, then run else part, that means welcome to India will run. So now the status is false, that means welcome to India should render in the web browser. So let's save and head into the web browser. So here you can see welcome to India is coming. So if we change its value to true and save, that means welcome to London should render. Here you can see welcome to London is rendering. That means if the status is true, which is written here, then this will run then part, and in the then part welcome to London is written. So here you can see welcome to London is coming, and in the else part, if the status is false, then welcome to India will render. So this is all about ng-if directive and its else part and then part. If you want more short videos like this, then make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. We will meet in the next one.